From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
I know if you're looking outside right now, today may look really similar to some of the conditions that we saw yesterday, but there are some big changes on the way. We're going to see a complete pattern change, and that's because a high pressure center is going to move out of our area and a low pressure center is going to move in. Right now, that low pressure center is currently off the coast, but that's going to continue to move inland and pump moisture into our area, though for much of that moisture, it does look to be confined to the central and eastern parts of the state. So let's talk about what we'll see for this week. It's going to be several rounds of different showers. Monday will just be cloudy, but then we start to see more showers move in on Tuesday. You can see all through the central portion of the state, there are more showers. Those move out, and then we see another round on Wednesday. This is more confined to the mountains and higher elevations, as well as the eastern part of the state. And that's something that we'll continue to see as we go throughout the week, but largely missing out on the Treasure Valley area. So how much are we expecting throughout this period? Well, from Tuesday all the way to the following Monday, you can see those are the accumulations. So even though that radar, that model radar, does look to be really busy, it's not actually adding up to very much moisture. Now let's go to what we are seeing right now outside. That smoke concentration is still high in some areas. We do expect that system that's working its way off the coast to clear the air for part of Monday, but it should be a slight improvement. So there are a couple fires burning really intensely in northern Idaho and then in Oregon as well. So let's keep an eye on those as we go through the day. You can see higher concentrations move south tonight, and then Monday we get more wind from the west. Those winds clear air on the west coast, and those winds start to work their way towards us. You can see Monday night we see some very clear conditions at the very southern tip of the state, and then also lighter concentrations for some of the mountains and the Boise area. But for now, the air quality does look to be still moderate in some areas. We are seeing a little bit of improvement. A little bit of a note, the air near where the Cedar Creek fire burning in Oregon is hazardous right now. It has been since yesterday as well. In Idaho, we're seeing mainly unhealthy air quality conditions. And in the Treasure Valley, there's a discrepancy because we are seeing just very different accumulations. In the eastern part of the valley, we're seeing some of those unhealthy categories, and then moderate in the western. So slightly clearer in the western part of the valley, and then in Sun Valley and Twin Falls, we're seeing those moderate conditions as well. But with that system moving in, we're going to be seeing the smoke and clouds start to move in, which is something we haven't seen. We've mainly seen a lot of smoke and not a lot of the clouds. So the clouds moving in will be new, and then later this week we'll be talking about more of those shower chances. But for right now, temperatures are looking a little bit closer to what we typically see for this time of year. But mainly for tomorrow, for your planning, you can count on a little bit less smoke and cloudy conditions for the Treasure Valley area. I'm expecting a high of 87 degrees, and you can see that showery pattern continues throughout the week.